Welcome, Shepard. How are you? Alright, back with Mass Effect 2. So, we finished Tally's dossier mission. Now, it's just going to be a relaxing one tonight. I don't think I'll do a main mission, but I'll do some anomalies and some side stuff. Yeah, it'll be relaxing, but I'll see what happens. What was I going to do first? I fed the fish. Oh, yes. First off, let's take a look. We'll start off my quarters now with the Codex entries.
Before the Geth Revolt 300 years ago, the Quarians colonized Haestrom to study the mysterious instability of its sun, which threatened premature eruption into a red giant. As a scientific outpost of minimal military value, Haestrom was ill-equipped to repel Geth forces during the insurrection and fell quickly under their control. Captured Geth planetary survey data indicates that despite sustaining damage during the war, Haestrom's architecture remains as it was 300 years ago, preserving a Quarian architectural style that no longer exists anywhere else in the galaxy. Because Haestrom's sun has overwhelmed the planet's protective magnetosphere, humans foolhardy enough to venture into Geth-controlled Haestrom must exercise extreme caution. Minutes of radiation exposure will overload shields, and hours of exposure will kill. Furthermore, solar output renders surface-to-orbit communication nearly impossible.
So I thought the first time it would have killed your health as well, but it doesn't look like it does. It just kills your shields. 2 points. I don't see AI hacking in this game really a point, because besides Tally's mission, when do you fight AIs a lot? I guess there's drones, but it's more collectors. Obviously they're not AI, so it doesn't matter. So you can put it in armor piercing ammo, but I'd rather save up for operative and cryo ammo as well. I probably might hit the Ilium, I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, hamster. Hello. Squeak. We got a lot of money. I also might as well spend it. Not sure if I got around to talking to everyone on the ship as well, but we'll go around anyway. We'll go down, back up, and we'll explore the galaxy. That's what we're going to do in this one.
Jack? How may I help you, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
I'm going to leave the loyalty ones to last. Just don't start Reaper IFF. So that's, yeah, so I got 4 missions to go until the collector's thing again as well.
Commander.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last, Grunt is not a stabilizing element, Commander. Well, it seems like Garrus has finally worked that stick out of his butt, but now he's trying to beat guys to death with it. I can't believe I like the old Garrus better. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
So, how do you think we're doing?
Well, the Normandy's not as ready as she could be. There's always more we could upgrade. And as for the crew, you'd have to ask a people person.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
I have to go.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Later, better. Think I've cured Joker's condition. Simple treatment would...
What?
No. Would cause liver failure.
Oh.
Never mind. Start from scratch. Anything else?
Do we have more upgrades? No, I've done the upgrades.
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me.
Jacob will just talk about his thing. Miranda will just talk about her thing. Jack will just talk about her thing. So I don't need to talk to her yet. Better if I go talk to her about it anyway, I guess, just to tick it off.
What's wrong?
They lost contact with New Canton. Might be the collectors.
Did your family get out of there?
I don't know. There's no communications yet.
I'm sure they're safe. You'll see. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
Miranda will talk about that. Garrus will talk about that.
How may I help you, Commander?
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
How can I help you, Commander?
Do you have everything you need?
Absolutely. Since you set up my kitchen with proper supplies, thanks again.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Thanks, Chef.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit?
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
Alright, engineering. Grunt.
Shepard.
Grunt.
What are your thoughts about our mission?
I fight. Doesn't matter who for.
What are your thoughts about our
I
mission?
fight. Doesn't matter who for. I see blurry ships, guesswork about strength. Nothing to help pick a weak spot and tear. Okeer spent all his time on old hatreds. Whatever he had, it was used up when he made me.
Just checking in, making sure you're acclimatizing.
I was just sitting here thinking. The picture, I'm finally starting to get it. There's a tank imprint, the battle at Canrum. A dead Turian, stripped. You don't see them out of their armor much. A Krogan boot on his head, and a claw hammer. It's under the brow plate, pulling it back, right? Eyes have gone black, and you see tension in the muscle. You can feel it ready to snap. I get it.
Maybe I had to be there, but I don't get the joke.
There's no joke. It's just great. It's a Turian, and he's being torn apart for what they did. I felt nothing before, but now I get it. It was a good fight. The enemy was destroyed to punish them all and send a message. I get it. I hate Turians. I thought you'd be glad.
Don't start anything with Garrus. I won't have trouble on my ship.
I don't hate Garrus. I hate the Turians. Garrus is just one Turian, and he's your clan. No point in ripping his face off unless he turns on me. It's hate, but it's mine. Okeer was blind, and he tried to make me the same. But I'm starting to feel what they did, to see why I should care. Anyway, I'm still figuring where I fit, but it made me laugh. Nothing else really on my mind, Shepard.
Okay.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
Tally.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
How's the Normandy running?
Say what you will about Cerberus. They know how to build ships. The Normandy's running even better than before. I don't know if it can stand up to a collector attack, though. I'm researching some ideas that might help.
Can you do anything to give the Normandy an edge over a collector ship?
Definitely. With the right supplies, I can fortify our shields. The collectors cut through the Normandy's barriers immediately last time. My upgrades might give us a better chance.
Okay. 15,000 palladium. There we go.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Well...
Is the new Normandy giving you any trouble?
Please, Shepard, I'm a Quarian. Give me a chunk of scrap metal, a circuit board, and some element zero, and I'll have it making precision jumps. I was worried about working with Cerberus engineers, but they know what they're doing, and they've been very polite.
Good.
Have you got time to talk?
I really need to clean up this engine. Maybe later?
Alright.
I'll let you work.
Talk to you later.
I have to go. Alright, we'll go see Jack.
I got thoughts like little bugs crawling in and out of my head. I can't stop them. You know I have a history with Cerberus. You know how far back it goes?
We've got work to do. Get to the point.
I work for you, and you work for Cerberus. They're in my face all the time. This is gonna make me crazy. Crazy. Your pal, the elusive man? Never seen him before, but Cerberus raised me. First thing I remember is my cell door in a Cerberus bait. They did experiments, drugged me, tortured me. Whatever chance I had to be normal, they stole it by trying to turn me into some super biotic. The doctors, the other kids, every one of them hated me. They let me suffer.
There were other children in the base?
I didn't know much about them. I was kept separate. They hated me just like everyone else there. When I broke out, I had to fight through them all. I showed them, but there's a loose end I need to deal with.
What did they hope to gain by torturing a little girl?
It was something about pain breaking down mental barriers and how it might clear the way for a more biotic power. I'm sure there was a payoff due at some point, but I wasn't gonna see it. I was wired up in a cell.
You love the power they gave you.
They never gave me a choice.
They tortured you just to see if they could make a strong biotic? That's it?
Wasn't in a position to ask, Shepard.
What's with this camera angles for this one?
A little girl crying in
These
a
angles
cell,
look
begging
weird.
for the pain to stop.
How did you get out of there?
There was some kind of emergency, and I made a break for it. The other kids came out of their cells and attacked me. So did the guards. I just killed everything in my way and ran. Guess my biotics had developed faster than they thought. I managed to get a shuttle off the ground. Drifted until a freighter picked me up. The crew used me, then sold me. That's my uplifting escape story.
You're absolutely certain that Cerberus was running the facility?
I was a kid, but I wasn't dumb. I know how to listen. It was Cerberus. Don't care how far down the chain it was. They thought they were so clever. Turns out, mess with someone's head enough and you can turn a scared kid into an all-powerful bitch. Fucking idiots.
Sounds like they've done a serious 180 since those days.
I'm not trying to convince you of something, Shepard. I don't care what they're doing now. I found the coordinates in your files. I want to go to the Telton facility on Pragia where they tortured and drugged me. I want to go to the center of the place, my cell. I want to deploy a big fucking bomb, and I want to watch from orbit when it goes.
You've lived with this your whole life. Why do this now?
Like I said, I found the coordinates in your files. You can't expect me to just sit on information like that.
Attacking our allies is going to derail our mission. Not a smart move.
The files say it was shut down after my escape. It's been abandoned for years. They going to care if I blow up a garbage dump?
Then why blow it up in the first place?
I'll set a course for Pragia.
I owe you, Shepard. I need to get to Pragia, Shepard. Soon.
I'll think about that. Meanwhile, I have to go.
Yep.
I have to go. So it's probably better if you do those loyalty missions as well. Miranda's one was... How long was Miranda's one? What was the shortest one? Jack's wasn't too long. If you want to do a loyalty... Jacob's wasn't too long either. Miranda's is on Ilium.
Shepard, I was just waxing goddamn nostalgic.
Oh yeah?
I knew this girl once, Asari, good head on her shoulders. We had this whole thing going, until she sold me out to the Blood Pack. Put a sour note on the relationship. Doesn't matter who you are. You got a gun in your face, chances are good you'll do what the other man said. Only two types don't buckle at that point. Trained killers and psychopaths. A lot of people can't tell the difference. I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
And every time I'm in here, I'm going to throw out the garbage. Hehehe. Well, I have 4 missions to go until I get the collector's mission. 1 sec. So they're about 30 minutes each long. Well, I'll think about it. Alright, we're back here. Decision time. It's up to you what you want to do from here, but you got 4 missions until you get that one. Did I explore? No, I didn't. Oh, 100%. Wait, oh, there's another Ma'at. Oh shit.
We have no fuel. An emergency FTL jump is necessary to reach a fuel station.
Why don't they all have fuel stations? I really thought they did. Matt.
Fuel at 1/2 capacity.
Only one planet. A Mutt. Enormous hydrogen helium giant, mass approximately 9 times that of Jupiter. 290. Despite massive pressure, its core has failed to ignite fusion reaction, qualifying it as failed star. It is believed to have captured all other planet-sized bodies in the solar system as moons, or of impact events leading to its name Devourer. Not intimidated of ammonia, and Geth have colonized many of them its moons. Moons get space, also in traffic is prohibited.
Launching probe.
And poor.
Launching probe.
So we got the emit in the poor system. We gotta keep the entertainment going while we scan the planets. Or else then it's boring! Fire! Depleted? Okay. So if it has the pressure of that of Earth, 2,900, nope, wait, 2,900 times.
Probe launched.
Still poor.
Launching probe.
Probe. Still poor. Oh, there it is. And depleted. No! Not depleted.
Probe away.
Come on. This is where it gets annoying. Get the pity to the planets.
Probe launched.
Depleted. There we go. And Ma'at. Done. It's a very small sun. It's bigger than the sun. Oh no, I've lost iridium
We have
again.
exhausted our fuel supply.
Iridium.
I will use FTL to get us to a fuel station.
Let's go. Okay. doesn't have a fueling station either, though. No. Prospect is a hydrogen-nitrogen gas giant with 13 known moons, most of which seem to have dense, heavy metal deposits on first scan, starting a resource rush by colonists from nearby Horizon. In a tragic turn of events, a galactic uranium surplus drove half the mining firms out of business. Surfaces of moons are littered with bodies of executives who have committed suicide by airlock. Today's mining corporations have reached a much more palatable equilibrium of more diversity. Prospect is within Frostline, a solar system which ice giants do not normally form from. For this reason, it is believed to have an extra solar capture. And it's poor.
Launching probe. Probe launched.
So if it's prospect, what is the prospect of the prospect going into the probe? Wait, we got a wave. We got some waves.
Launching probe.
I'm probing. Ooh, there it is.
Launching probe.
This planet is still poor.
Launching probe.
Still poor. With 8 probes to go.
Probe away.
Surely depleted. No. Okay, now it's depleted.
Launching probe.
It's still not depleted. What is holding it from depleting the planet? We must deplete the planets. Oh.
Probe away.
Now it's depleted. Alright, with one. Lyra. Watchman. Perched in the outer edge of Lyra's small solar system, Watchman is a mid-sized rock and ice planet that has picked up dozens of moon-sized objects. Its nitrogen and oxygen atmosphere is too thin to support life. Solid ice covering its calcium-heavy rocky core. Footprints of the first surveying team to come from the planet can still be seen practically. Airless surface. The planet, devoid of valuable resources, has seen less than few since.
Probe launched. Probe launched.
Need to get the big ones.
Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe away.
Oh. I could try that. I can do that for one. Alright, we'll go do that. We'll do the firewalkers. Even though I hated them, I can start the first one. I think the first one was okay. All the way over here. So there'll be 3 more. There's in Aquila. Aquila! Okay, there's probably going to be an anomaly here, isn't there? One of these. Paulino. A relatively small hydrogen helium gas giant, Paulino, it remains undeveloped, while its sister planet Metaponto garners all the attention. This was not always the case. In 2180, news stories seeded throughout the extent that claimed Element Zero has been found on Paulino's moons in record loads. It's turned out to be a scam spread of the Duna Warwickshire Consortium, an Elcor Corp trying to scare up investors. After a small fleet space probe scoured the area, the hype quickly deflated and the myth only persists now on modern email messages. Because it was scanned, and obviously they didn't. That's why it's at poor.
Launching probe. Probe away.
So, if it's poor, we've depleted. Is there one little bit of element 0 that we can find?
Probe away.
Any element? It came from the Elcor. What if the Elcor were not scamming us? Relatively happy. I am proud that we went into this.
Launching probe.
Fire! Now this is how we should be scanning.
Launching probe.
Go a little bit across, you go all the way up, a little bit across, and all the way back down. Potentially the easiest way to scan your results. Maybe it isn't. Oh, there it is. Gotcha! Depleted! Finished. Good. See? Metaponto. Hydrogen gas giant has developed helium fueling stations funded by the Elcor business. Happily, business interests who hope to bring enough attention to the system to attract terraforming investors and thus eventually develop Fortuna as habitable, thus far have met with little success. And it's poor. So the Elcor were definitely trying to scam people here. Ooh, hello.
Launching probe.
Go from the butt to the head, back down to the butt.
Probe launched.
Friendly.
Probe launched. Probe launched.
Oh, there it is.
Launching probe.
And we're back to where we are. Interesting. So I've missed something. That.
Probe launched.
Ooh, still poor. You're still poor. Why haven't you gained anything? Shouldn't count.
Probe launched.
It's a little bit there. Yeah, it was that little bit there. Alright. Lepini. Gas giant moons curiously scanned by space probes found little rare sources. Unremarkable. Nice, good to know. This system's just been completed a lot,
Launching
I guess.
probe.
They forgot about this little bit here.
Probe away.
And this bit.
Launching probe. Probe launched.
Well, wouldn't necessarily say it's unremarkable. Got a few little bits here and there.
Launching probe.
And we're still in the port.
Probe launched.
Still poor. 5 to go.
Probe away.
Must be that there.
Probe launched.
No. Oh, there it is. Gotcha! Deflated. No. Really? That was a lot, and it's still not depleted. I wouldn't say it's not unremarkable then. You watch, it's just gonna be that, isn't it?
Launching probe.
Nope. Alright, I'm gonna start not doing poor ones, because I'm just wasting resources. Wasting probes. Oh, got it.
Launching probe.
And it's still not depleted. Jesus, alright. Well, screw that. Just wasting time and stuff. Vecchio! This is a moderately sized terrestrial world with a thin hot atmosphere, carbon dioxide, nitrogen. Initially surveys found small amounts of iridium, but little less of interest. The desert sands cover much of the surface of the planet. Recent tour of the Aligned Survey Coop discovered a group of partial graves hidden in the equatorial mountain ranges. The ancient skeletons in the burial sites are obviously humanoid, but incomplete and poorly preserved, which made this difficulty to identify fragments of primitive ceramic grave goods. Were also found nearby, raised further questions who traveled to this inhospitable planet. Since the closest garden world, Voltuno, they have no intelligent life, human universities are planned for archaeological investigations. Interesting. Rich!
Probe launched.
We're gonna be rich, team.
Probe away.
Got it.
Probe away. Probe away.
Iridium.
Probe away.
Good.
Launching probe. Probe away. Launching probe.
Moderate.
Probe launched. Launching probe.
Poor.
Probe away. Probe launched.
Oh, and depleted. Nice. Volturno, a so-called super-Earth, is home to organic life but is nevertheless uninhabitable for the near future. Currently in an ice age, most of the planet is latitude of 30 degrees north or south of its frozen wasteland, and most of organic life limited to algae and lichens reside near the equator. The strong gravity presents any sapient species but Elcor to thrive on the planet. And the Elcor cannot breathe the planet's atmosphere, which contains lethal amounts of carbon dioxide. In addition to its oxygen, small packs of watcher squatters are attempting to take the planet for themselves legally. Most of them is admissible existence of the planet's crushing gravity and die from fall and medical complications. Only terraforming massive scale will turn Voltuno into a habitable world, and the Elcor lack political capital. The Citadel Council.
Probe launched. Probe away.
Need to get it to 4 at least. Oh, pull that down. That's fire in the hole. Edie was like, whoa. Edie even had no words for that.
Probe away.
Moderate. 4 to go. Ooh.
Probe away. Probe away. Launching probe.
Has to be poor. No, still moderate. With 1 to go.
Probe away.
4. There we go. No anomalies in this system though. Should be enough to get there. Yeah, it's enough. A lot in the system. Let's do the firewalker first, so we can do something and then we'll get back to
Anomaly
it.
detected.
Zone up. Has thin atmosphere of sulfur dioxide and trioxide created by volcanic outgassing. There are traces of water vapor in the atmosphere, but over the last 5 centuries of observation, particle counts have decreased 4%. While not habitable by any searing species, there is an abundance of native sulfur-devouring bacteria that thrives around the world. Many volcanic vents, interestingly, these bacteria bear genetic similarities to the native life of Ilium, suggesting either Passaponia spread of microbes via asteroids or accidental contamination to the original environment by killer space bearers. And it's rich.
Launching probe. Launching probe. Launching probe.
Wow.
Probe away. Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe away.
So needs to be a big one somewhere.
Probe away.
And depleted. Wow.
Probe away.
And let's go.
I have found something.
Scans have located the Hammerhead exploration vehicle and almost known located sites, storage sites, and contain information to the whereabouts Dr. Case and Oloy. So these ones don't really matter for crew because they don't even get out of the vehicle. We'll take Tally and Zaid, because why not? Need to level up Tally and Zaid anyway. Yeah, I don't need AI hacking because I have Tally. Oh no, the damage is better. I'd rather have that. And Zaid. Oh, look, Zaid, okay. Yes. And if you die, you gotta do it all again. Hooray.
I don't think the ship is safe. We've run into the geth far too often. I'm going to stay at the next site with Dr. Oloy. I think we'll be safer there.
Systems online. Welcome to the M44 Hammerhead Infantry Fighting Vehicle. This is your onboard VI.
Alright.
Mission objectives located. Acquired.
Credits.
Take a look at that.
Research collected. Up.
Obstruction detected. Recommend using conventional weapons to clear path.
Hold on. Through the fire. What is this way though? Just don't go into the fire, no. Don't die, dude. Oh yeah, that's the problem, because if you go back and you... That's why you should have just gone the other way. Okay, yeah, so you go this way, follow the symbols. That one's the one. Here's the challenging part. Yes. Get it this time. Don't die, or else you have to do it all again. Is this it? Yes!
Mission objectives completed.
Found wreckage of freighter MSV Rosal. M44 Hammerhead acquired. Recovered research data. 156 and 15,000 credits. So does that count to the collector? I'm guessing it does. And that was much easier.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Well, I'll take it in my quarters, Kelly. From Admiralty Board Micron Fleet, Commander Shepard, per Tali Zoria Vasanima's request, included with her data delivery from Haystrom, the Admiralty Board has approved her transfer to your command. She has been informed that additional duties to the Micron Fleet may still be necessary on occasions, but has been given extended leeway to determine when her mission with you is considered complete. This choice was hers, but your role as de facto captain during her pilgrimage may have caused her to be more accessible to your request. The Admiralty Board trusts that you will treat your new crew member with the respect due an honoured member of the fleet. Should any harm come to her due your negligence on your part, this board will take severe and appropriate action. Yeah, well, I didn't kill her in my first playthrough and then replayed it because I was pissed. Hey there. I'm sorry for what I said on Horizon. Oh, it's Ashley. Oh, okay. Shepard, I'm sorry for what I said on Horizon. When I lost you 2 years ago, it tore me up. I prayed for you every day. I read a lot of Tennyson thinking about you, just like I did when my dad passed. And then you came back, and it was like all my prayers were answered. But I'm not who I was then, and neither are you. I don't know what's true anymore. Part of me can't believe it's really you. I keep going back to that night before Ilias, our night. I haven't let myself think about those memories for more than a year now. I wouldn't have expected you to work for Cerberus, but I know why they sent you to Horizon. I saw how many people were lost there, and if anyone can stop the collectors, you can. I can't go where you're going, but I can wish you luck. Just stay alive out there, Skipper. I don't know what the future holds, but I can't lose you a second time. Ash. Death closes all, but some are in the end. Someone will know it yet may be done. I love their relationship, man. I think it's a really nice human feeling. Like I get that with Ash. Like I didn't get it really with Miranda. It was more like, yeah, it wasn't like that kind of love. It was, but it was more, like, it didn't seem more. This feels like more. Liara's just was... Liara's character got better in Mass Effect 2 and 3, but in Mass Effect 1 I was like, oh, I need to study you. Your species is so fascinating and stuff. It's like, I don't care. I don't like that. And then the other romances, be interesting to see the romances with the female Shep with those characters. Yeah, I think the Mass Effect 2 characters, if you romance them because they don't have an impact in Mass Effect 3, it doesn't make much of a difference. So I feel like Ashley, as the male Shep, is the canon romance. I like it. Firewalker is done. Prototype recovered. Good work recovering the Hammerhead in one piece, Commander. It will prove useful. Also, the data you recovered from the Roswell emergency beacon contains significant intel on a few planets that Case and Loy investigated. It has added to locations to your map. We hope you find at least breathing inside. Despite Case's obvious instability, he's proven brilliant and dedicated scientist more than logs. We still don't know the gap you're tracking. Case should be careful. I'm going to leave this one at the top. Just the way it's done, I just feel like Ashley is the canon male character. It just feels that way. Ah, feed the fish. Did I get any credits? Yes. Oh, these are the updates that I'll do at the end. Need to remember that.
Commander, Morden requests to see you.
Oh, really? Oh, man. So that's when they get unlocked. One sec. Well, that's how it goes. So, what I might do... Okay. I wonder if there's another anomaly in this system. Sealess. Surface of ancient paths and highlands have been unchanged for nearly 3 billion years. Layers of overlapping craters stand as a testament to the violence of the system's creation. Celeus is tidally locked into Elster and has a trace atmosphere of Krypton and Xenon, with helium occasionally blowing in via solar winds. Rich.
Probe away.
So after every mission now, we're going to get the loyalty missions for almost every character. Let's see.
Probe away. Launching probe. Probe away.
Well, sorry Ash, but spoiler, you do lose Shepard again. But it is It's the fight to save the galaxy, literally. I've already played this game. Second. Any other like big ones? That's a big one. Or, good job. Alright, well, I'm gonna come back to this system. I gotta come back for Zaid's anyway, so...
We have no fuel. An emergency FTL jump is necessary to reach
I
a
have
fuel station.
so much that I don't care. Alright, so what I'm gonna do Jacobs. So I got 3 more, and then after that 2 more. So I'm thinking doing Jacobs, then Ilium, Miranda, and then I guess we'll do the collector base ship one, I guess. Because I think out of all of them, Jacobs wasn't as long. Enoch. I've got to come back anyway for a quest, so you might as well... I might as well read it now. Well... yeah, just leave it. Oh no, there's nothing... yeah, I got to come back for another system, so you'll know. Alpha Draconis. $2175 AR2, still uniformly unnamed. This planet is a hydrogen helium gas. Doesn't even be named. It's poor.
Probe launched.
Sure it's poor? Jesus.
Launching probe.
Unless that makes it depleted. No.
Probe launched. Probe away.
There it is.
Probe away.
Tell me what's that little bit
Probe
there.
launched.
Oh, it was that little bit there. Come on. Alright, and Alpha Draconis 2175Z.
Anomaly detected.
Named after Asari scientists, this remote planet names to be the list of forbidden mass relays that led to uncharted space. The little data available comes from one far-off probe flyby that reports 2 planets orbiting a white dwarf star. Your own scans yield far more interesting results. The planet is within habitable zone of the star. It has oceans of liquid water and thin nitrogen oxygen. Atmosphere consists of carbon-based planet life, possible for this yet to be unexplored garden world. It's rich.
Probe launched. I have found something.
Oh. I didn't even read it. Nice.
Probe away.
I'm still rich, baby.
Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe launched. Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe away. Probe away.
E.T., get ready. E.T., get ready to fire. Ooh, there it is. Wait. There! Got it! Depleted! Fire 80. It's going to pour though.
Probe launched.
And depleted. Nice. Alright, Jacob, let's go. Who would have interesting... Let's say Miranda. I guess Miranda might sympathize with Jake a bit more because they know each other more, I guess.
Of the ship. I detect no life signs, but there may be useful technology or information still inside.
Okay. Alright, get ready. Come on, let's go. Get ready,
There it
get
is,
ready.
and mostly intact. They could have survived impact, but it's been
years.
It's a big ship.
Looks like it was stripped after the crash. They'd have tried to get a beacon up as soon as possible.
Partial officer logs.
Along with this anymore. We've done horrible things to the crew. The conditions they're in, they don't understand what we're doing to them. Distract them for 2 seconds and they forget what you did before the bruises show. It's got to stop. I'm talking to the others as soon as it... Along with this anymore. We've done horrible things to the crew. The conditions they're in, they don't understand what we're doing to them.
I didn't go this way last time. Completely bypassed this for some stupid reason. I don't know why.
She even threatened to report if I didn't stop sending messages. But now she's so innocent. They all are. That look she gives when she smiles. It's sure easier now. What's the harm? We're stuck here.
Weird. Jesus, come on. What's that one?
What was her name? Sarah? Suzanne? My God, I can't remember. I can't remember her face. We need to get out. So I can remember. Can think straight. They have to hurry. Luxury of due process, but this isn't a military ship. Just bumping the command line up a notch doesn't work. Captain Fairchild knew this crew. His replacement doesn't command the same level of respect. I'm hoping the man has it in him, but I don't.
Alright, we did that. Okay, that's good.
Repeat, toxology alert. Danger of rapid neural decay. Local flora chemically incompatible with human physiology. Override. Beacon resumed. Pause time, 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours.
From the look of it, this beacon's been here a while. Why would they wait years to signal?
Pause in beacon protocol. 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours. Pause is recorded as... Record deleted by Acting Captain Ronald Taylor.
That's not right. My father was first officer.
Audio. Yeah.
Who's in command of this ship? Where are the survivors?
Captain Harris Fairchild reported killed following unscheduled suborbital descent. First Officer Ronald Taylor promoted in-field to acting captain.
But where is he now?
The location of the remaining crew of the Hugo Gernsback is unknown. This beacon has been unattended for several maintenance cycles.
I assume unsafe deceleration refers to the crash. Give me the details.
Following an unspecified impact and sublight drive failure, the Hugo Gernsback made an unscheduled descent at 465% of theoretical recommended suborbital velocity. The Hugo Gernsback then decelerated at 782% of theoretical recommended approach velocity, sustaining significant damage to investment and crew.
Local food impairs brain functions? What are the effects?
Impairment of mental function due to chemical imbalance begins within 7 days of ingesting local flora, regardless of decontamination or preparation. Impact on higher cognitive abilities and long-term memory is cumulative, but significant within a standard month. It is not known if neural decay is permanent. Data collection was not completed.
Why wasn't the beacon activated before now?
This emergency beacon became functional after 358 days, 12 hours, following the unscheduled suborbital descent of the Hugo Gernsback. Activation was triggered remotely after 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours, on the authority of Acting Captain Ronald Taylor. Pause in beacon protocol is recorded as record deleted.
Come on, let's get going.
My father had a working beacon, but didn't signal for what? It was 9 years. Maybe that neural decay affected him.
Avoiding it for a decade seems unlikely.
You came from the sky? The leader said someone would come. He delayed for so long, but he still has power. Some have lost faith. The hunters. They will have seen your star. They will not let you help him.
Who are you? What was your rank on the Gernsback?
I can't think. The leader thinks for us, and we serve. So we can go home. But some want to fight him. They were cast out. He exiled them. So they hunt his machines and those who help him. They don't believe that rescue will come.
Kill them! Agents of the liar! You
Sorry.
will not escape!
Gear up!
No shield!
Jesus. Okay. Oh, because I didn't... Wait, really?
No shield!
Sit down.
Very nice.
Sure thing.
That wasn't neural decay. They were feral.
My father wouldn't let this go on. Something is very wrong.
I didn't get Renegade for that, which is strange. Stripped mech.
Strip for parts. Tech's wearing out. Those hunters must be laying on the pressure. Is that a settlement? They'd better be friendlier than the beach group. I need answers.
They're clearly docile, but in the same uniform remnants as those who attacked us.
Is this an earlier stage, or did the exile make the others violent?
Why is everyone here female? Can't be a coincidence.
It doesn't matter right now. One of these people must know what my father has to do with this.
You have his face.
He promised to call the sky, but he sends nothing.
He forced us to eat, to decay. You are cursed with his face.
Something you said.
You certainly seem to have a way with words.
You heard her. I have his face. My father forced the crew to eat toxic food. What the hell?
He has a cruel face. His cruel face. Go away. You are like him. I can't talk to you. I don't want punishing.
Okay.
The hunters will kill you.
He is bad. He has a bad face like the other. Like him. You'll hurt me.
Oh.
Your captain demands obedience. Weapons off. Weapons are forbidden. System failure. Demands obedience. Weapons.
Patrols like that are a little much against this bunch.
Well, that would make them hate him. Maybe it was just for defense.
Please.
Doctor.
Here. You could end it. You have his face. But you fight his machines. You might stop this. This, I forget how to read. But this was the start. What he promised, and what they did to us. We need the sky. Take us back to the sky.
Think on your own time. What's in there?
It's a crew logbook. Some of them thought the beacon repair was taking too long. They were afraid they'd run out of supplies and lose their minds to the decay.
My father restricted the ship food for himself and the other officers so they wouldn't be affected. Everybody else had to eat the toxic food and hope for treatment later.
The rest is a casualty list. A few mutinied over the decision. My father and his officers turned the mechs on them.
He wasn't command material and it got to him. Couldn't keep the crew in line without violence.
It didn't stop there. More incidents, harsh punishments. It's like they're cattle, or toys. In a year, all the male crew members are flagged as exiled or dead. They separated out the women, assigned them to officers, like pets. And after the beacon is fixed, the officers appear in the casualties too. After. My father took control and didn't stop it.
Anything in there about whether the effects of the toxic food can be treated?
Nothing. But it seems like the right call. If everyone gets it, who's left to fix the beacon? You'd never get out. But they did fix it. And the signal wasn't sent until now. I'm starting to see why.
Does it say why he separated the men and the women? Or is it as bad as it seems?
No, it turns to gibberish. Maybe the men got violent early on, but from the state of this place, I'd say the Hunter thing is recent. What he allowed here, Shepard, I don't see any justification.
We haven't seen any other officers. He killed them?
There were 5 after the crash. Medical, engineering, bridge staff. Should have had no problem fixing the beacon and keeping people safe. All killed within the same week. About a month after the beacon was repaired.
He wanted a kingdom.
It's looking like he only activated the beacon because the men have come back ready to fight.
He let this happen, and now it's biting him in the ass. 9 years. Why didn't he set it right? I need to find this man.
This is actually, like, this is a really good loyalty mission. Garrus's loyalty mission is probably the most disappointing, and I don't understand. Oh. Set charge to explode. And explosions. Jacob, Miranda, get back, get back, get back. Okay. Get ready, get ready.
This is Captain Ronald Taylor. Thank God you're here. My crew went insane. I only just got free.
You sounded so calm, it was like, oh.
It's really him. Just got free. He's covering his ass.
The old corpse has been posed, like a warning. The new ones were left where they fell.
The hunters started fighting back.
Warning, warning, get ready. Woody, get ready.
Hostile!
Shoot.
Rerouting power.
That one hit.
Rerouting power.
One left.
Damn it. I keep forgetting to use the collect. Damn it, don't use that.
Coming! Target down! Drop. I got it.
There we go.
I'll screw this. Sit down.
Enemies.
Yeah!
Gotcha. Gotcha again.
Nice trip. My shields are down.
Damn it.
Requesting assistance.
Heavy pistol damage again.
He had his fun, and now he wants out. Son of a bitch.
Beep, beep. Any more of them? Get ready, get ready. I can't sprint. It's gonna... Oh, I can sprint. Alright, get ready.
You're up!
Get ready! There we go! Goodbye! Why did it only get one? Oh no! No! Damn it! Too cocky. Too cocky. You gotta go back a long way.
This might be useful.
There was nothing up there. Alright. Alright, well, why didn't this work? Oh no, I need more. More ammo. Oh, okay. Why didn't it work?
Charge him up!
Got you got up from that? How did they both get up from that? What is the point of this weapon then?
Found that one!
It took years to train my guards. I'm afraid you'll have to fight them to rescue me.
Throwing people away. This thing is not my father.
He is your father.
Eyes ahead!
Watch for the drone!
Nope. Damn it. I remember this section being a little bit tough. So this is going to be a challenge.
Drone, watch out!
Get over here!
Oh.
Fire.
Explosion! Explosion! You frozen. Whoa, okay. Right, I don't know how you got up there, but...
I need to look my father in the eye and hear him justify this.
Alright. Well, I killed them all pretty good there. Looks like they got sucked up with the explosion. Right. And then wait! I don't know what to do here. Do the Renegade or the Paragon option. We'll see. Jacob wants to kill him.
You're here. I knew a real squad would blow through just fine. Sorry if the mech scuffed your pads. I'll get you something nice when we get back to Alliance space. I've gotta have some back pay coming.
What about your crew, acting captain?
Total loss. The toxic food turned them wild. They propped me up here in some kind of ritual behavior. Waiting for a chance to signal has been hell.
That's the best you can do?
You let all your people talk back like that? Who are you exactly?
Doesn't matter. You're running a very questionable setup here, Captain. Explain.
Of course. It was chaos after the crash, and the crew never really accepted me as captain. They rebelled and trapped us here. Once they started eating the toxic food, I couldn't control them. And I couldn't get to the beacon.
Just stop. We know what you did to your crew. Why let this go 10 years?
Who the hell are you?
Taylor. Lieutenant Jacob Taylor.
Jacob? My Jacob?
Surprised?
Not who you expected, Captain?
I was hoping not to have to explain this to him. Or anyone, really. You have to understand, this isn't me. The realities of command, they change you. I wasn't ready for that. I made sure you were taught right. Before I left, I hoped to leave it at that.
Touching, but I don't bite.
I'm not biting, Captain. At some point, you chose to do this to your crew. You.
What was that moment? I want to know that there was an actual reason.
There was resistance to the plan. Mutiny. We had to take a hard line to keep order. And things settled down. As the decay set in, we made sure the crew were comfortable. Some even seemed happier. Ignorance is bliss, right? And they were grateful for guidance, like an instinct. Pure authority was easy, at first. Months in, the effect lowered inhibitions. They got territorial. Rank, protocol, they couldn't understand. We had to establish dominance. After a while, the perks seemed normal.
That's it? You created a harem and played king? 10 years in a juvenile fantasy?
I can't point to where it all went wrong. But when the beacon was ready, revealing what happened didn't seem like a good idea.
What happened to the other officers?
Anders found his conscience a little late to step back. He had an accident. Things got tense. End of the day, I was the one with the mechs. I got a little basic in setting examples. But I was kind to my people once things settled down. Seemed like I'd earned some peace.
You fought over people like they were toys. Things.
The stores from the ship couldn't last forever. You had to know this would end one day.
Dining for one can really stretch things out. Besides, I can think of a lot worse retirement plans than stripping down and joining the Drooler. That was before the Hunters, of course. Dumb or not, I'd feel it if they got their hands on me now. They want blood. I'd prefer to keep it.
It's all about you. Everything.
You didn't feel any responsibility to get out of here for the sake of family?
I gave him a good start. He was a smart kid and was better off not following me. We figured that out a long time before I took jobs in deep space. And after things escalated here, it seemed best to just disappear off the galactic map.
Until you needed someone to save your ass.
What triggered the males to change and threaten you?
This planet has some strange cycles to it. I've seen some plants around I never saw before. Odd weather. Maybe some just adapted a little too well.
And if you treat them like animals, big shock. They become animals.
Can't say this wouldn't be a hell of a vacation. But you don't get to just walk away after all this time.
You're damn right he doesn't. What happened here, I should vent his head. But he's not even worth pulling the trigger. I don't know who you are, because you're not any father I remember.
Maybe we go arrange pickup for the rest of the survivors, while the acting captain deals with the hole we punched through his mechs.
Now wait, I'm supposed to get rescued. The crazy ones, you don't know what they'll do to me.
We can guess.
My father was a different man, Shepard. A good man. Wish I'd found him.
Jacob!
You were a better man dead. As far as I'm concerned, you still are.
Jacob!
How about that? 937 XP. Level 16, Squad 2. Survivors from Air are being treated by Alliance personnel with additional Cerberus support. Pleased to see Taylor unharmed psychologically by experience. Jacob Taylor has dealt with his father and now is focused solely on the mission. Jacob power unlocked. Create shield, soaks huge power damage. New outfit. Heavy pistol again. Credits 28,500 and 500 easy. So we have 2 missions to go to the collector ship. So
Alliance ships are inbound to pick up survivors, Commander. We can be long gone by the time they get here.
They get as much as a glimpse, and you're restricted to decaf.
Great, may as well serve it in the airlock, you hard ass.
What do you mean it wasn't you?
Jacob, if I had leaked the information about the Gernsback, I would be smiling at your resolution of the situation. I am not smiling.
Really? Because given the result, it feels like something you'd have your hands in.
You know very little about me, Shepard. Don't presume to understand my intentions. Cerberus is ultimately about humanity. My people are valuable to me.
Fine. You didn't forward it. So who did?
I did.
Was this supposed to be a favor? Or did you just want to see him squirm?
What he did with it was his own business. There was a time when it mattered to you. Sending this along seemed like keeping an old promise. I keep my promises.
Miranda, we'll discuss your liberal interpretation of security protocol in private. Shepard, Jacob.
You had no idea Miranda was behind this?
No, she's got a good memory. Selective, but good. I haven't thought about those days in a long time. Can't figure which promise she meant, though. Not sure I really want to know. She requires a better man than I.
You good with this, Jacob?
It's all bull, Shepard. Captain Taylor's body has some catching up to do, but the man died a long time ago. I've already dealt with that. I guess he was a good enough father that even he can't screw up what he taught me.
That's good.
Come on. We've got work to do.
Aye, Commander.
Aye, Commander.
Shepard. Thanks for the help.
Anytime, Jacob.
Renegade is increasing. The red eyes have returned. And we got 4 points to spend. We're going to spend it on this. Assassin, 15 extra health, 15 extra weapon damage, 9 recharge time, 60. Paragon Renegade 70. Paragon Renegade 100. Power duration 15%. Power damage. Weapon damage 9%. Endurance. More health. Less damage. Less recharge time. Sniper slowdown duration 2 seconds. Paragon Renegade 100. Power duration. An extra 15%. Heavy pistol damage. 5,000 palladium.
How may I help you, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
That stuff with Jacob's dad, it's bullshit, right? Because it looked like bullshit to me.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
So we've got 2 missions to go. Can do Miranda's Loyalty and probably Ilium anyway. Well, I gotta do Ilium, yeah. So, probably that, I guess. And then we can do anomalies and stuff later. I think Jacob's is a good one to start with because it, and then Kazumi's. So probably do that and Miranda's. And I'm not sure if that one counts or not, but we need to feed the fish anyway. Oh, from Cape Bowman. Shepard, I called in some favors and found out that how to get you and what you're looking on. We've got a big celebration planned for the anniversary. Oh. Well, that's it for Mass Effect today. We will continue on Monday for Mass Monday. It's going to be a massive one. You need to shut up. That was horrible. Good night.